and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to Machuka Nyarieko TV talk show, the house of ideas. Allow me to begin by asking these two questions. Do we expect a political earthquake between William Samoei Ruto and George Natembeya, the governor for Trans Nzoia? Do we expect an likely alliance? Why am I asking this question? I'm asking this question because whereas the president has been traversing the entire Republic of Kenya, he has been having much hope in the western part of Kenya as one of his rich vote areas, having voted the Honorable former Prime Minister Raila Odinga on his side. But now things have changed with the influence of George Natembeya. What is likely to happen? Before we proceed, kindly, if you are watching this channel for the first time, subscribe, like our video, share, and probably give a comment to the topic, and you can as well suggest a topic that you may wish us to discuss in the future, or even questions that you may wish us to answer. But my question is there a likely earthquake, a political earthquake, or unlikely political alliance between George Natembeya and William Samoei Ruto? You know, in politics, they say there are no permanent enemies. And probably what is happening to the governor Trans Nzoia could be preparing him for or to join William Samoei Ruto. Is there a possibility that William Samoei Ruto can just watch? Is there a possibility that William Samoei Ruto can just watch George Natembeya take the entire Western, and that is where he has his hope? Is there a possibility? Can he just watch the Tawe movement associated with the governor for Trans Nzoia take the entire Western Kenya? Because if William Ruto has no ways of reaching George Natembeya, it means that come 2027, he is likely to be sent home even before the voting takes place. Very early in the morning. Very early in the morning, actually 6, as the polling stations open. Because most political pundits believe that in Western Kenya, where we have Musalia Mudavadi, Wycliffe Oparanya, Moses Wetangula, and Raila Amolo Odinga, is a place where they have much hope for their return to power come 2027. Will this really be possible? If Natembea, Cleophas Marara, Wamalwa are attracting even elected leaders, I'm going to give some likely scenarios going ahead. What is likely to happen as we approach 2027 in that western part of the Republic of Kenya? They are going to make sure George Natembea is in their team. They will use all means and ways to make sure George Natembea remains in their team. And what are these ways that they may use to maintain George Natembea? Their positions, like now of that deputy president, which has been promised probably to someone else from those sides, say Musalia Mudavadi, they may decide that now let's give this position to George Natembea. Otherwise, we can as well impeach him 3 months after getting into the office, into the political office. So they may decide that first, for us to have Western, let's have this man, the governor Trans Nzoia, George Natembea, in his office with several promises to his supporters. That is one likely scenario. They are also likely to frustrate him. Already they are frustrating him so that he can surrender. We have of late seen him being arrested, issues surrounding his office. This cannot be far from what is likely to be in 2027. This corruption fight against Natembea is what we call non-existence fight on corruption. He may be corrupt, but they are not fighting corruption at all, because if it is fighting corruption, we have corrupt figures, better qualified corrupt figures elsewhere. Natembea is just a dot in the ocean. It cannot be even a dot in the ocean. So if it is fighting corruption, Natembea cannot be the first one to be fought, even within or among the governors in the Republic of Kenya. We have better corrupt figures, and they know them. So Natembea will be given some cold. You will be intimidated so that he can surrender. Already that is happening. Natembea was the other day told, maybe by a court of rules, that not to stay at his offices until investigations have been done. I don't know, for about 60 days. Those are 2 months. 2 months are sufficient enough for records to be destroyed and even others to be made, whereby even someone can accuse you of purchasing a land through documents that they have forged. Why should a case take, investigations take 60 days and the people have evidence that you have stolen? The maximum it should take is at most 2 weeks. Because you can only accuse someone before having evidence. So that is the second way in which they are likely to approach Natembeya. The third one, they can even try to sweet talk him, to make him appear the western part Kingmaker, so that he appears to be in charge of the entire western through directives from above. And probably because of these others, they also don't want to lose and get that shame. They not object. And because these others were not in first case in that position, they'll be told your positions, you as a prime secretary or a cabinet secretary, you will remain in that position. And if we don't promote this person maybe to be our number 2, then we will lose. The person we have, our number 2 now, has got nothing to bring on the table. It's just like a mzigo that we are carrying. Actually, right now in UDA, Kindiki is like a mzigo that is being carried over, because he has no support, grassroots support. So in such a situation, to be changed, to be reshuffled, will just take a night. So that is another scenario. That's another thing that is likely to happen to George Natembeya. George Natembeya can also have difficulties, or can be made to face some difficulties from different state agencies. He can even be made, he can be unable to hold public rallies even if he will not stand firm. He has been a policeman, maybe he will be giving up quickly because he knows the magnitude of the police service. What do you think yourself? What do you think about George Natembeya and William Samoei Ruto? Can William Samoei Ruto survive? Can he get votes through Musalia Mudavadi, Moses Wetangula, Wycliffe Oparanya from the western part of Kenya? While there is that perception, even if most of us are not from the western part of the Republic of Kenya, we have seen the Tawe movement take roots. We have seen, even when he was arrested, how there were reactions from the members of the public. Will you just assume that William Samoei Ruto will leave things in that same manner, and he has seen previously that he has already lost the mountain? It's not going to get merge votes, because we can say it was his core area. It is the area that recruited him into that political office. He has lost some significant areas, even in the Rift Valley, because there are those who now don't believe in the policies of Kenya Kwanza. In Kisii also, he got some votes which enabled him to as well achieve presidency, because if we can look at the difference in votes, it was about 200,000. So whichever votes he got from Kisii were very significant from him, of which he cannot get now. Meaning that he strongly now depends on the western part because of the shallow distribution of resources. Because there you can say we have the cabinet secretary, we have the prime cabinet secretary from here, we have the speaker of the National Assembly from here, we have the former governors, the former governor Wycliffe Obaranya as the spokesman from his county. So he has that belief that western part of Kenya cannot be disrupted. Actually, even today, if you try to bring a topic of Natembeya, where Natembeya's brothers are on the table, they will dispute very strongly that this man can do nothing. This man has no votes. And what will happen at the end of the day? They realize that their life is very difficult when they will score nothing. Young people are rigidly behind George Natembeya, the governor of Trans Nzoia. So is there a time, could there be something like a movement that we expect between Natembeya and William Samoei Ruto? Because Natembeya, yes, he could be working with Wamunyoro, but he has not come out clearly. We have not seen him in meetings with Wamunyoro, meaning that he is still weighing himself. So one can ask you, why is Wamunyoro? Why is Natembeya? Is he with Wamunyoro or with William Samoei Ruto's team? It will not be easier to answer, because it is we who believe that Natembeya is with Wamunyoro, but he has not come out to confirm that position. They can't be fighting so that the opposition can feel that there is those divisions in the western part of the Republic of Kenya. What is your take? Thank you so much. Kindly you can continue with the discussion. You can give your comment. You can like the video as well as share. Have a pleasant evening. Thank you so much for your time. Till we meet again. Thank you, and thank you so much.